Yo, what up, boxing world? It's your boy T-Dub. What's blazing sports, guys? We are here live. All right, so I want to talk about a fight coming up. Of course, we know about the one this weekend. It's a really good fight, Lamont Peterson versus Earl Spence Jr. If you didn't know, now you know that is going down January the 20th, guys. In a week from that date, January the 27th, Lucas Matthysse versus Tewa Kiram. That is going down. A lot of people know who Lucas Matthysse is. Not very many people, and honestly, including myself, didn't know who Tewa Kiram is until I looked him up and did a little research on him. The guy has 38 wins, no losses. I believe maybe 28, give or take, wins coming by knockout. So he has a pretty good record, pretty good ratio, and it looks like he's number one for whatever title him and Lucas Matthysse seems to be fighting for. But let's just talk about what I've saw, what I think is going to happen. We'll get into this, guys. Again, T-Dub was Blazing Sports. Guys, take a second, please, and subscribe. I just got this horrible news from YouTube, as if it could not get any worse. Well, at first you were able to just basically create a channel and you can basically monetize your work, as long as it's your work. And then it changed to you have to have 10,000 total views to even be able to monetize your work. And now, guys, they changed it once again. Now you have over 1,000 subscribers and so many amount of either views in a certain time frame to even be able to monetize. So, guys, as you see, I got maybe 250 subscribers. I'm a long way from 1,000, but you know what? Your boy is still trying to, so you can help me grow, guys. Just click the subscribe button. If you really enjoy the content, you can click the notification bell. So let's get into it. Lucas Matthysse versus Tewa Kiram. Now, I watched a couple of fights on him in detail as best as possible. From what I can see, I'm going to talk about the plus and minuses, all right? The plus is, he has a pretty good high guard. He does use his jab well, seems to have pretty good power. He lays people down. No matter who you're fighting, yes, the skill level does determine who you're fighting, but when you're knocking out people like that, it has to be something behind it. If you don't believe me, ask Joe Smith, who gave a couple people that was favored to beat him the business, all right? And one of those being Bernard Hopkins. No, it wasn't a Bernard Hopkins in his prime, but still, the guy definitely came out there and was able to knock him through the ring so hard that Bernard Hopkins thought he got pushed. But he did not. Maybe he did get pushed with a closed fist that was coming in a hooked style direction. And in Fanfare beat him as well. All right. Now, some of the bad things I do see is, yes, he does jab, but sometimes it's a lazy jab. It comes back, which can expose him to counter punches. He is flat-footed from what I can see. He doesn't move his feet very well. Some good things is he does come forward. He does put the pressure on, and he goes out there and get it. He has, pretty decent punch selection from what I've seen. And so for guys, I can't knock his chin. He hasn't been stopped. He does not have a loss. So, maybe he has a pretty good chin as well. So he comes forward, got a pretty good high guard. He's not going to stun you and put you in all type of odd moments with his head movement and lateral movement, but he catches a lot of shots off the guard. So he will catch a lot of the 1-2s off the guard. And I'm not how sure he'll do a hook from what I've seen, but so far he seems to be okay in that area. He just has some weaknesses. Now, look at Matthysse, guys. Everyone knows Lucas Matthysse for the most part. Maybe if you're new, and you maybe just caught up on what's happening now, you know about the Terrence Crawford, the Adrian Browners, the Keith Thurmans, the Earl Spence Jr., but maybe a lot of those guys that were really hot back in the day, you don't know so much about, Marcus McDonald, Lucas Matthysse, Victor Ortiz, Berto, when that whole class of fighters, Provodnikov, all those type of fighters that was coming up during that time. Lucas Matthysse is definitely he's a pretty good fighter. He does have boxing skills and he has pretty good power that goes on his side. if I had to pick a winner in this fight, just going off, I guess I should have titled this prediction, but you know what? I titled this, let's talk, because you know what we're doing, guys? We're talking. T-Dub again. Let me check one thing, guys. Give me a second. All right. T-Dub was Blazing Sports, guys. Like I said, we are here. We are live. I am on a mini break from work, but you know how I do, guys. Take a little break. Come over, try to find somewhere to myself and deliver this news, and hopefully it's good enough for you to eat up and take some from it. Put nutrients back in your boxing body and see where we can go from there. All right. So I think this is the fight Luka Matthysse can win. His boxing skills would definitely have to take place, but I think the come forward action from Tewa could make it a little difficult. But to be honest, the overall pick on this fight, I got Luka Matthysse. Luka Matthysse might even pull off a late stoppage. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Listen, I'm just going off what I see, and the things is these guys can pull off these big upsets. The unknown guy, a lot of things you don't know about him once you get him in the ring. Like I said, like a Joe Smith, or I'm not, even though Buster Douglas was a known guy, Mike Tyson was favored to beat him, and that was a different story. So he can't come into this fight, and he can surprise us all. And if he does, it's good for boxing, because now you got somebody, and especially when you put out upsets, those guys are kind of like the hot hand now, because they're like, wow, I didn't think he can do it. Look how he did it. I want to see him face off against. And once you start that talk about seeing him face off against other people, he really is making his mark. That's how Joe Smith landed Bernard Hopkins, and that's how, if he can't put out Luka Matthysse, it can put him back in the talks about facing other welterweights. There's a lot of big welterweights right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them big welterweights, especially some of those that do not want to unify, but they want to take on, a tough challenge in a way. Especially since he'd be the hot hand. I think, he'll get a lot of looks from different champions. But guys, this your boy T-Dub, what's Blazing Sports. Remember, hit the subscribe button. No, we're not going to get to 1,000 by the end of the day, but hopefully, guys, if you guys keep pushing it, maybe we can see them numbers just go up a little bit more. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the cause, supporting the movement. T-Dub was Blazing Sports, the future in boxing entertainment. Thank you.